Thank you for hearing all of us out today. Please reject this resolution and any form of it to follow. I specifically object to the lines 27 through 47. What I've been hearing, or what this sounds like to me, is that we don't want outsiders here, especially people that are different than us. This statement alone is enough for us, this committee, to reject that. It portrays our county as unwelcoming and hateful, and it may even backfire and cause the very people who they want to attract from moving into and doing business in our county. It appears that a couple supervisors are using this nonpartisan board to share and garner support for their personal partisan views and perspectives. In my opinion, they are receiving suggestions from others outside the county board whose intent is not to conduct county business, but to misuse this platform for political purposes. We've seen it tonight. And to extend their own fears and conspiracies. This resolution can really be a slippery slope of exclusion and discrimination. What's next? A resolution against the homeless? Or how about those who use addiction and mental health services? These individuals use extensive county services, and it's needed. Imagine excluding and restricting individuals because of the potential services that they may need. This would be horrible. As it stands now, any new resident would need to qualify for services just as any other resident, including a refugee. Additionally, my tax dollars have now been spent on unnecessary legal fees and administrative hours, and your time. The last paragraph of this resolution allocates infinite amount of tax dollars for litigation to support and to join other counties. Does that include all counties in the state? Milwaukee and Dane, are they included? This would be extremely costly and at the expense of needed county services such as public safety, court and justice, health and human services. Please do not spend any of my tax dollars to create these outlandish resolutions or fund uncapped dollars for litigation that in the end really have no effect except to waste valuable time and resources. Lastly, this is not the venue for addressing a larger, complex issue of immigration. This is a role for our Congress, and they need to work on that. Our representatives must work together to solve a very complicated issue. It's time that we do that nationally and locally. The authors of this resolution need to go through the proper channels for change and not use local, nonpartisan boards with already strained budgets. Lastly, to prevent this happening again, please adopt a process to vet these ineffective resolutions in the future.
Thank you. All right, next up we have Celeste, and then John Gostovich.
Good evening, everybody. My name is Celeste Coverall. I have submitted written public comments previously to the members of this committee and to the whole board, and I ask that those be entered into the record. And I'm going to talk a little bit about some of the things that I've heard here today. First of all, there's a great deal of confusion here. As Paul Hamilton pointed out, refugee is a specific category of people who may enter the United States. It is defined by federal law. Our U.S. Constitution and our U.S. Supreme Court, in interpreting our U.S. Constitution, has established that the jurisdiction over immigration matters is exclusively that of our federal government. It is not the business of the St. Croix County government. The Refugee Resettlement Act that's been referred to here and is the subject of this resolution is exactly what many people here who have said they don't want to get any refugees is what they've been asking for. They said they want the rule of law. They said they want regulation. They said they wanted an end to chaos. That is exactly what the Refugee Resettlement Act provides for all of us. As has been pointed out, no more than 125,000 individuals currently may be admitted through the Refugee Resettlement Act to the United States in any one fiscal year. In 2024, the Biden administration has directed that most of those refugees should come from Western Europe. Who are we afraid of? What is our experience with refugees resettled in St. Croix County? In 2022, it was 2 families of Ukrainian refugees who fled Russia's war and completely inappropriate and illegal attack and destruction on the country of Ukraine. Is that who we're afraid of? I don't think so. People have said, well, my great-grandparents came here and nobody helped them. I stand here before you as the descendant of Norwegians, Swedes, Germans, Irish, English. My aunts have traced our genealogy back to people who came to this country in the 1600s. But we're all immigrants, and did we get handouts? Why, yes, we did. Some of my great-grandparents got 160 acres of prime farmland in the Midwest. That's worth quite a bit today. It launched my family to be very successful, profitable farmers. Yes, we should help each other. We have helped each other in the past. Many of the people who are here probably consider themselves Christians. I can cite 22 Bible verses directing Christians to welcome the immigrant. Perhaps some of you remember some of them. Welcome the stranger in your land, for I was once a stranger here, and even as you have done unto the least of these, so you have done unto me. Our board should reject this resolution because it is not the county's business, because it is a very well-managed program, and if you bothered to get the facts, you would find out that people are in fact vetted, and also it is the correct and moral thing to do, is to welcome the stranger in our land.
Kim? All right, up next we have John Gostovich and then Alex Spalding.